Hey guys, so we're here and we're in our workout clothes. Even though we didn't work out today.
I pushed the kid around.
Yeah, you did. He did push the kid around the car. And I slaved over a laptop editing, so woo! Alright, so the reason we're here is because we've gotten kind of fat. So, really, like, we've gotten unhealthy. We were both doing really well. And then about the week before Disney World, I kind of stopped doing my Weight Watcher meetings, and then we went to Disney World and I missed 2 in a row. And then Kyle was out of town, so I missed another one. And yeah, needless to say, I put back on some of the weight I lost, which is annoying. But it's my fault. What's your excuse? I lost to eat.
Did you not hear Disney World?
Yeah,
same vacation.
Same thing.
Thanksgiving.
So no big deal. These things happen, but as I always say, you just have to kind of keep going. It's like never too late to be like, all right. So that being said, Kyle and I both were kind of like, let's do something more hardcore, because what we're doing is working. It works kind of slowly, which is better for long term. However, I'm not interested in long term right now. I'm interested in like dropping the weight that I put back on after losing it, and just losing as much weight as possible, as quickly as possible, but in a healthy way. That's all I'm interested in right now. What about you?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just kind of, I always am tailing usually like really straight, and so like this gotta stop.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so that's why we're doing the extreme weight loss challenge, and you have to say it kind of like that.
Macho Man ready sandwich.
Yeah, like a wrestler. Extreme. Okay, so yeah. So this is what we're doing. Okay, so it's November 25th today.
Yes.
All right. Kyle and I are starting tomorrow, November 26th.
All right.
We're going hardcore. We're gonna kick it off with something called, how do you even say it? Is it
Harcum.
The Harcum?
Or Harcum maybe.
Our Harcum diet? Okay,
It's
I'm gonna get into that in just a second. But basically, we're gonna go hardcore until Christmas Eve. Hardcore.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
the plan.
Hardcore. Like, there's no freebies, there's no
Exception.
rewards, there's no anything. Nope, it's hardcore. It is like boot camp in our mouth for the next month, really. So,
Sounds awful.
that sounds horrible.
For many reasons.
Okay, so yeah, so that's what we're doing, hardcore, whatever. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna divide it into weeks until Christmas, and so every week we're gonna have a different challenge. And sometimes we may repeat challenges, but we'll always add something else into. And by repeated challenge, I mean if we're doing a certain kind of diet and it's working really well, we may keep doing that. If we're not, or if it's working but we hate it, we'll switch to something else. Right? We're not going to do anything unsafe, anything ridiculous, like untested. It's just going to be really nitty gritty, hardcore stuff. And it's going to be, I think we're going to focus mainly on the diet and not as much on activity, although hopefully activity will be, you know, a part of what we're doing as well. So there we go. So this week, for our first challenge that we're doing to ourselves, is we're doing the Harcum, we think that's how you say it, the Harcum diet, okay? And basically, it's a diet that focuses on the kinds of food you're eating. Like the whole principle of this diet is that you are cutting out a lot of artificial stuff. You're cutting out
All sugar, basically.
Basically all sugar, because the whole theory is that even when you're eating healthy sugars, it can trigger, sometimes even a healthy sugar can trigger responses in your body that make you want to binge eat, that make you crave things, etc. So it's not just like artificial sweeteners and things like that do it. Strawberries can do it. You know, and actually there's I'm not going to give you guys the research because you don't have to do this that we're doing, but I'm just going to tell you, if you want, Google it. You'll find a lot of like legitimate research that this is true, and I don't deny it. I think it's probably true. I personally don't think a lot of that fruit and everything not having that is like bad, but I do get the theory and I'm willing to try this. And so we're not doing, the one thing like we will not do is something that's straightforward like an Atkins where you cut out carbs almost completely, or completely, because a lot of times when you do that, you put the weight back on almost instantaneously. And so we've done this, we both have done this, we've suffered from this, we've seen people suffer from this. It's not that they're bad, they just did not work for us at all. So this diet's really cool because you cut out starchy foods. Like you can't even have starchy vegetables, but you do get to eat carbs, but you're eating really healthy carbs. Like you can eat, well, basically a bunch of anything that's got brown rice in it, apparently you can eat. So we're gonna be eating a lot of brown rice. We're gonna eat brown rice pasta. We're gonna, we're gonna eat like still cut oats, which are just like oats, like straight up, nothing with them, you know. So we will be eating that kind of carbs. It's just, but what we will not be eating, there's no sodas, no diet sodas. We're gonna have no diet sodas, no caffeine whatsoever. We're not gonna have any fruit, any sweet stuff, no, obviously junk food, no junk food, that goes without saying. But we won't even add, like when we have oatmeal, we won't even add even like a natural sweetener like honey. Nope, not adding that, because especially if we're being kind of hardcore, it could like trigger having that little bit of honey, which there's nothing wrong with that, but for like the purpose of what we're doing, it literally can make us, it like can send a little trigger to our brain, right? Is that like the whole concept? That it just sends this little signal to your brain being like, ooh, sweet stuff, and then you're like,
That's how glycemia works.
That's how glycemia works, exactly. And so it's just like that reminds me that there's all these studies out there about like diabetic people, how like the way that diabetic people process sugar. It doesn't matter if it's a candy bar or a fruit, like or a strawberry. Like the way the sugar is processed is the same. Now obviously the strawberry is a lot healthier in general, but anyway, my whole point to that, it's just like that's kind of what this is all about. So that's what we're doing, you guys. Yeah, that's like what we're doing. We're doing this crazy, so we're gonna be eating lots of eggs, lots of protein, brown rice apparently, lots of vegetables, just no starchy vegetables.
Lots of salads.
Lots of salads. Well, it's vegetables. Oh, no dressing, because a lot of the dressings are sweet. The dressings like we can have a little bit of olive oil with like pepper.
But it's like every day eat a salad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you eat a salad every day. And you can cook the foods any way you want as long as you don't use anything you're not supposed to use. Like you can use a little bit of olive oil, not vegetable oil or anything like that. Yeah, so we got all our groceries, we got all our stuff.
We're gonna give it a go.
We're gonna give it a go.
We're hoping if nothing else we can get a couple of good recipes out of it. Yeah,
because there are some of the recipes that sounded really good and really healthy and stuff we never tried before. So we were like, even if we hate this or it doesn't work for us or whatever, oh well, might as well try it. It's really healthy. It's not, that's the thing. This isn't like some sort of gimmicky diet, really. There's nothing special to it. It's just eat really healthy. Like eat like uber healthy is basically what it is. Okay, so speaking of, so that's our week 1 challenge. We're doing this for the first week. We're gonna do this diet. So subsequent weeks, if you guys have any suggestions of stuff that you've like seen out there that you want us to try, tell me, maybe we'll try it. Maybe if you're like, oh, I've heard of this diet, as long as it's not something like weird or dangerous or like controversial, we will maybe try it. You know?
I think we should invite the controversy.
We should do that. That should be a show we do.
Yeah.
Controversial diet techniques. So anyway, but yeah, if you have something, if you're like, I've always wondered if this works, tell us. Maybe we'll do it. So then I was going to give you our starting stats and our goals, okay? And we're going to go over those more in a minute, but I'm going to give them to you briefly here. Kyle, are you willing to give your starting weight?
Yes.
You don't have to.
No, I weigh 209.
Yeah.
So.
I can't believe you weigh that.
Well, that's why when I tell you about this, that number's 200. So if
yeah,
I'm a little below 200, a little above 200, I don't care.
Kyle's like in between 190 to 195 to 200. Like I couldn't believe it when he told me he weighed that. All right, so that's Kyle's starting weight. As usual, I'm not giving my starting weight. I never do. Kyle's trying to tell me to do it. I'm not doing it. It's 209, yeah. So. I weigh as much as Kyle. Can't you tell? No, I never do. Kyle's trying to get me to do it. I totally get it. I get that people want to know your starting weight. Maybe one day, I have a friend on here named Allison, and she didn't give her starting weight until after she'd lost some weight, and then she revealed it. Maybe I'll do that one day, but I'm not telling you guys what I weigh. Sorry. I know that makes people irritated. They're like, oh, but I'm a little chubby, I'll tell you that. So there we go. No, but how I'm gonna show you guys like my losses. I'm starting out at 0, 0, 0, and like we want me to go down negatives. Every negative, whatever. So I got my starting weight today. Surprisingly lost almost a whole pound over Thanksgiving. And we had 2 Thanksgivings. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. I ate a lot.
She's just awful, isn't
I had
she?
like 2 slices of pie. So I'm not awful. They're gonna see my horrible flabby stomach in a minute and know that I deserved a break from fat. Okay, so that being said, what are our goals? So for the whole month, my goal, it's really ambitious, okay, is 10 pounds. And I know that's a lot of weight to lose in 1 month. And if I don't hit it, that's fine. But that's what I'm striving for. I told you guys, we're going hardcore. Like, I'm pushing myself. And I would like to lose 4 pounds in the first week. I know, that's a lot. You're not really supposed to lose more than 2 pounds. But since I'm carrying a little bit of, like, extra weight that I just put on, I feel like I could lose a little bit more and be okay. And once again, if I don't lose that, that's cool. I know, blah, blah. But I'm just going to push myself to really try to go for that. Plus, I know with me, when I put on weight recently, I can usually, if I start trying, I drop it, that weight I had recently put on, not like the long-standing weight, but the recent weight I can drop pretty quick if I, so there we go. That's my
true for everyone if they try.
Yeah, yeah. So usually Kyle and I, like when we would go home for the holidays, we would put on 5 pounds and we'd come back and it would be gone within a week or 2. Oh, all right. So that's my long goal for the whole month, and then my immediate goal. What about you?
So my long-term goal is to lose 15 pounds, just to kind of get back to like 195.
Well, that's your like long-term goal.
Right.
I know it's on here.
My short-term goal is basically to lose 5 pounds.
For this challenge, he wants to lose 5 pounds.
Because it sounds like a diet that I can
do
better at.
And for this week, Kyle decided not to push himself at all and only wants to lose 1 pound.
Yeah.
No, that's very realistic though. No,
you gotta start somewhere.
No, that's good. That's good. If your goal is to lose 1 pound,
lose it this way. If I don't lose 1 pound.
But he's a man, so he'll probably lose like 11 pounds this week.
Yeah.
No, you don't get a
high five fans out there.
No, you do not get a high five for that. I hate how guys do that. That's so annoying. Okay, so all right. So then it brings us to the last thing before we show you guys the body images. That is, if you want to join us, come on.
Come on.
Okay, so how do you join us? You just do. You have to post video responses. Let us know how you're doing in the comments, etc. There's no like fancy smancy way to do it. Just join us. Do it with us. Basically, like, challenge yourself the same thing we are. You don't have to do the same kind of diet we're doing. You don't have to do the same weekly challenges we're doing. You can, like, we'll tell you about them. Basically, we're starting tomorrow, but I would kind of encourage everybody to start maybe on December 1st, because that gives you a couple of days to like go to the grocery store if you want to set up yourself for a diet. You can watch how we're doing and then join in just on a slight delay. So that would be my recommendation. And then you have 24 days to be hardcore, and then Christmas Eve you can have a party. So I was just watching a nutritionist today, and she was talking about how the Thanksgivings and the Christmases and all that stuff, that's not what's really the problem. The problem is every other day of the year. And I really believe that. Because even the weight I put on in the holidays, if I'm being good the rest of the year, that weight comes right off. If I'm not being good, it doesn't. But when, like I said, Kyle and I used to do this all the time. Even as we were getting older, we would put on weight on a holiday or whatever, and we would lose it instantly, you know? And we weren't that athletic, and we didn't have the greatest metabolisms. And so I really believe that. I think that it's like, it's everything we do the rest of the time, and those special occasions, it's okay. So anyway, there we go. So join us and leave a comment just when you do, and like I said, post video responses, and that way people can see what you're doing as well. Go to our Facebook. You can leave comments on our Facebook about it. You know, if you're gonna take your before pictures, post them there, and then a bunch of people will see them, which I know is scary, but maybe it'll motivate you more, because that helps me. So, all right. That being said, good luck if you're going to do it with us. Be totally extreme and hardcore. And I think we should go into the belly shots. Belly shots, wow. It's like I'm knocked up already. No. What should I call them? Like Fatty McChubster shots?
Oh, we'll stick with before.
The before shots. Oh, I guess if you want to be boring, we'll call them before shots. Okay, so let me just explain to you guys something about
Can
these.
you put in that little sad trombone though, where it like?
Let me explain something. Yeah, I totally wore the most unflattering workout clothes. I wore bike shorts and a kind of tight tank top with a kind of tight sports bra. So you guys are going to see every piece of flabbiness that is on my body. I'm putting it out there for you. There you go. You're going to see it, and it's a little scary.
It's PG-13. Definitely gonna want to have a talk with your kids.
It's a little scary, but I was just like, well, it's true, and it's not like you guys, you guys have seen my stomach in many different ways, so it's whatever. And Kyle, he wore a white shirt. It wasn't. I think he should have gone with a tighter short. Or personally, maybe he could have worn a sports bra. Well, anyway, my point is that, yeah, you're gonna see what we look like in all our glory.
Yes.
So, all right, go Team Hale. You read my mind. Let's do that. All right, and go you if you're gonna do it too. All right, and wish us luck to be hardcore. No soda. Aye.
Quit. I'm done.
We're done. We failed. No. Ooh, okay. There we go. So now let's get into the. We're gonna go ahead and analyze the body.
All right, for our extreme Go Team Hale challenge weight loss, we have Courtney here, starting with the starting weight of 000. That's odd.
Funny, she doesn't look like a size 0. Last time I checked. Oh, it says here in our notes that she is going incognito with her weight, and it's just going to record the loss.
The old refuse to reveal technique.
It's typical of a woman.
Yes.
Quite common.
Yes,
All right, so it looks like her challenge goal is pretty aggressive. She wants to lose 10 pounds during this challenge goal.
Not really sure how that's going to happen, but
Well,
we'll see. We're
I'm gonna
definitely
root for her.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully.
Definitely an underdog.
Yeah.
And less hot dog.
I don't know if she's such an underdog, though. Look at her week 1 goal. It's an aggressive 4 pounds.
That is 40% of her challenge in week 1.
Yeah, that is,
It's a big push up front.
I'm going to be very curious to see if she can reach this goal.
Well, it does say here that one of her food weaknesses is too much indulging during me time. Can we go into a little detail about me time?
Yes, well, let me just explain to you this, something that, whenever you're surrounded by lots of women, she's a mother, 2 children, and she gets that opportunity to take a break. She likes to sit back, read a book, watch a movie.
Oh, and hit the snacks.
Hit the snacks. And as you can tell, they like to hit her as well.
Yes, those snacks, they do pack a wallop sometimes. Let's see the motivation here. Get rid of fat food, baby bellies.
That's the food belly, old food belly. You might have noticed food belly on many people. We just had Thanksgiving here in the States, and a lot of people were carrying around their own food baby. So she'd like to get rid of hers and replace it with a real baby.
I see.
Real baby belly. I can see. So that is some intense motivation. Now I'm understanding that 10-pound loss goal.
All right, there you go.
Yes.
So we're looking here at what appears to be, there's definitely some love handling going on right there.
Yes, there is. It is a tragedy. They are really, really having a problem with love handles in the world right now. There's nothing lovely about them. And here she is showing us what she doesn't like.
Giving us the food baby. We see
the
food baby right there.
Gross belly. Oh, and her love handles. She does not like those.
Right.
She wants to get rid of those. Those are just not happy. Oh, thumbs down. Thumbs down from Courtney.
All right, good call
All right.
there. Yeah, we're
good
gonna
call. And
superhero
out.
pose. Okay.
Okay, so we have challenger number 2 of the Go Team Hale team. Looks like his name is Kyle, and he looks like he is
coming at 209. Seeing a little belly there already. That's unfortunate.
That sounds very unfortunate.
Sorry for the viewers at home. Discretion is going to be advised there.
A little bit of belly there.
But starting at 209. Okay, so we got a claimed weight. That's a little different.
Kyle Hale he measures 6'2".
Yeah.
Height 6'2", and Courtney was just under 5'7".
Yeah, so a little difference in spread here, but still the same challenge. It doesn't really.
Looks like he is being a little bit more realistic in his challenge goal of a 5-pound loss for the next month. And with a pretty meek, I have to say, week 1 goal of just 1 pound.
Yeah, definitely going the slow and steady route. We'll have
Yeah,
to see
or
if
setting the bar low,
ah,
depending on how you want to look at that.
well.
Look at his face. He looks like he might be
He's already
shooting
thinking.
low.
He's already thinking about that 1 pound just disappearing right there. And
Look
there
at him
it
there.
goes.
You can tell he is not
Yeah.
happy with his overall shape. You can tell by the way he carries in his shoulder. Look at this. His food weakness is speed eating.
Well, that's a challenge all to itself.
That
I do
is
have
a
to
challenge.
admit,
There's actually competitions for that, but since we're going to go here for that fact that is a problem. Speed eating is dangerous because what happens is you eat too much.
before your body tells you
I've
that
heard
you're full.
exactly. It takes 20 minutes for your stomach to signal your brain that you're full, and if you speed eat, that 20 minutes is full of lots
Well,
of extra hot dogs.
Let me tell you, your mouth works a lot faster than your brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Well, his motivation, very good motivation. Overall, long-term health.
That's right. Men are at a higher risk of cardiovascular disease, and generally speaking,
The beer gut.
The beer gut.
Higher risk of a beer gut.
That's absolutely on the agenda here. Get rid
Well,
of the
that's
beer
a good.
gut.
That is a good motivational goal. He wants to be healthier. All right, and it looks like he wants you to join. Go get him, go Team Hale.